I just got back from Whole Foods. This week we had a smaller grocery shop because we're going out of town on Thursday. So we decided to go try shopping for groceries at Whole Foods. We got half and half Kerrygold butter, my favorite butter. I use just any like store brand unsalted butter for when I'm baking. A cucumber, garlic, grapes, half a pound of turkey, and cheese, 3 crowns of broccoli, eggs, onions, and then this is smoked salmon, regular uncooked salmon for a dinner this week. Shrimp, I'm gonna make ceviche, I like shrimp cocktail. Lamb chops, which I've never made, but I'm not gonna eat them, I'm gonna But they were on sale, so this is grass-fed lamb, and there's 4 little steaks in here, and it was $14, which I think is pretty good. Grass-fed ground beef, bacon, we got savory bacon and maple bacon. This is pork chorizo. This is what I make Spencer's breakfast with for work. And then, of course, a ribeye. We always have a ribeye. Chicken thighs. Sourdough bread. Raspberries. A variety of bell peppers. Bell peppers are actually really high in vitamin C, so they're nice to add into your food. Cilantro, tomatoes, limes. I got yellow potatoes, gold potatoes, and sweet potatoes. Lately, I've been loving eating sweet potatoes, but if you've ever cooked sweet potatoes on the stovetop, you probably know they take forever to cook all the way through. So I've been loving throwing them in the air fryer and letting them cook through that way, and then afterwards I let them crisp up on the pan. If you don't have an air fryer, you can boil the potatoes or put them in the oven, although they will take a little longer in the oven. I find that the air fryer is the quickest way to get them cooked all the way through. Last minute I decided I wanted to fry up some onions, have grilled onions with steak, because grilled onions and steak are just so yummy together. And speaking of steak, my biggest tip for the ribeye is to let it sit out for as long as you can so you can get room temperature. That's going to allow it to cook through the best, no matter what temperature you're wanting to cook it to, whether it's medium, medium rare, or rare. Having it be room temperature is such a game changer. And for us, we do 4 to 5 minutes depending on the thickness of the steak for medium rare. So I would Google how long to cook your steak for on the pan, for depending on however you want it to be cooked. I love margaritas, but I don't always want to have alcohol. Actually, most of the time I don't want to have alcohol at all. And I don't know why it took me so long to try making non-alcoholic margaritas at home, but for some reason it did, and honestly I love them, so I really wish I would have done it sooner. And I actually even order non-alcoholic margaritas at the bar now because I really just love the taste of it and I don't want to have the alcohol. So here's my little recipe for that. What is your favorite drink, alcoholic or non-alcoholic? Let me know down in the comments. This has to be the easiest cookie dough hack ever, and I don't know why I didn't try it sooner, and that is to freeze your fresh cookie dough. I don't know about you guys, but I like to avoid buying store-bought pre-made cookie dough. I feel like it's just full of extra sugar, oil, and preservatives, and if I'm going to have cookies, I'd rather just make my own cookie dough. But at the same time, whenever I would make cookie dough, I would spend hours in the kitchen, bringing out my mixer, making the dough, rolling it up, and then doing several batches of cookies in the oven. I feel like it just took so much time. So I avoided making cookies because I didn't want to spend that much time in the kitchen. And then also you end up like eating all the cookies and then you're out of cookies in a couple days. But freezing your cookie dough is genius because you make the cookie dough, you can freeze it, you don't even have to worry about it the day of, and then it stays really good for a really long time, and then you can just make a few cookies at a time. And I feel like this will be a really good hack for whenever I am a mom, or for moms out there right now. If you find time to make a big batch of cookies one afternoon, you can roll it up and freeze it, and that way you have cookies for maybe like a month and you don't really have to worry about it, but you have cookies to share with your family and you know that you made them, and we don't have to rely on store-bought pre-made cookie dough, at least not all the time, right? So I love this hack. It's been really helpful for me. I've refilmed this voiceover like 10 times, so I'm just going to leave this one. Please subscribe to the channel, like this video if you found it helpful, and I will see you guys in a future video. Bye.